Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. This is your one and only Alpha, your booster shot of inspiration. So for today, I'm going to tell you another inspiring story, and it is about a special actor who have taught us a valuable lesson about embracing the art of pain and loss. So, are you ready? Sit back, relax, and enjoy. The special actor that I'm talking about is no other than Keanu Reeves. Well, I learned about Keanu Reeves when I was in high school back in 1990s because of this movie hit called Speed with Sandra Bullock. This action-packed movie was so good. I was like, oh my God, who is this cute guy? The teenage in me, we all fancied him. He's like a heartthrob. He's got this baby face, his smile, it's everything. We also watched A Walk in the Clouds, A Little Buddha, Devil's Advocate, and then I didn't hear from him. Then followed, like in the late 1990s, Matrix. It became a box office hit. Everyone watched it. After that, I didn't hear from him. Then John Wick came about, which is so badass. Like, oh my God, this is one of my favorite movies right now. But little did I know that those period of breaks where we didn't hear from him, there's something going on. And as I dig a little deeper into getting to know about Keanu Reeves' story in life out of curiosity, I realized that, man, he's not only badass on screen, but he is also badass in real life. Keanu Reeves was born on Beirut, Lebanon on September 2nd, 1964. His mom is a British costume designer, Patricia Taylor, and his dad is Chinese-Hawaiian descent living in Lebanon, Samuel Reeves. Growing up wasn't easy for Keanu Reeves. When he was only 3 years old, his dad abandoned them. Why? Because his dad was involved in addiction and drugs and all those kind of things, which he have spent most of his time behind bars. And when Keanu Reeves' parents divorced, him and his sister, Kim Reeves, they moved to New York. And while they were in New York, his mom remarries another guy who is actually a Canadian film director, Paul Aaron, which brought them to move to Canada. And while they were in Canada, obviously it wasn't easy because he was exposed to this kind of hostile environment at home. He's struggling a little bit because of dyslexia. Therefore, he knows that he cannot be that academically inclined, but he do have one thing that he's passionate about, and that is hockey and acting. He actually excelled in hockey. He was a goalie. He was really good at it. However, he couldn't continue that career because he hurt himself. He hurt his knee. But acting, man, this is something that he's really passionate about. And I believe it was 1980s when he was featured in a commercial of Coca-Cola. And when he was in the early 20s, he really wanted to pursue acting a little bit more. This is something that he's really passionate about. So with very little knowledge, he seeked the help or guidance of his ex-stepfather, Paul Aaron, to which has given him, insights and guidance about it. After landing to a good manager, offers after offers of teenage roles came about. And in early 1990s too as well, he decided that he doesn't want to do teenage roles now, so he really wanted to do something else. So he slowly transitioned from doing teenage roles to adult roles, to which he was given a break. He even co-starred a movie, Point Break, with Patrick Swayze in 1991. So as you can see, this guy do have persistence, and he wouldn't stop pursuing his dream of acting. Now, in 1994, he landed on the role for Speed, which is one of the ultimate action movie at that time. During that time too as well, between 1991 to 1994, there was a tragedy occurred in his life, but not many of us knew about this. In 1992, his sister, Kim Reeves, was actually diagnosed with leukemia. It was a challenging time for Keanu and his family. Kim Reeves also was once an actress. However, her career was short-lived because her disease took over. Keanu stood beside her all those times. And when he did the movie in 1994 with Speed, he was so dedicated. It was a blessing that it became a box office hit. A part of his earnings was actually donated for cancer research. So he was fighting with his sister. This is a period where marked the turning point of Keanu Reeves' career. Right after his sister got diagnosed with leukemia, one of his closest friends, River Phoenix, which is Joaquin Phoenix's older brother, died of OD. Having to deal with sister going through cancer, plus having to lose one of his closest friend. I mean, do you even have time to grieve or really get yourself or collect yourself at that time? But no, Keanu didn't stop. He just continued. After his success, obviously he got offered The Matrix in 1999, to where he played the role of Neo. Again, it was such an amazing character to portray. It was so badass. And during this period too as well, changed his life forever. Why? Because when they were making The Matrix, he had met this special girl that changed his life forever. This girl is Jennifer Syme. Jennifer is working with David Lynch as a personal assistant, and the two of them met at an after party, and they just clicked right away. A year into a relationship, they got pregnant. There was some complication during the pregnancy of Jennifer Syme that she had to give birth prematurely, and because of that, it resulted to a stillborn. Keanu and Jennifer were so devastated, and they even named the baby Ava Archer Syme Reeve. That really took a toll on their relationship. It was really hard that it led them to break. However, that didn't stop Keanu for being there for Jennifer. 60 months down the line, after the passing of their baby, something happened. Another tragedy. Jennifer Syme was on his way after an after party, actually had an accident, and she died right there and there. It was too much. It was too much for Keanu Reeves that he needed to take a break. Even though those times that he had a break, that didn't stop him. You know what he did after the successful hit of The Matrix? He actually donated some of his earnings to the research, to the Children's Hospital, and even gave some money to the crews and makeup artists of that movie. And one of the things that really amazed me the most is when he said something about grief has taught him that it can shape your lives, it can change you, but it goes on, it continues, it will never go away. Because of grief, it made him appreciate life even more, that life is so precious. He managed to have a great perspective on things rather than to resent his life, rather than to forsake everything. He actually appreciated everything in the end. And right now, after learning about his story, how humble, how inspiring, how strong, resilient he is towards life, from losing so much, he became so generous. He is just crazy, amazing, and a gift to all of us. Just like every one of us, we are all a gift to any human being, but sometimes we forget. We take things for granted. We persecute ourselves to our misfortunes. And it kind of paralyzes us not to move forward in life. Sometimes we fail to see the silver lining about this loss and grief. What happened to him didn't define him, but rather made him the better person that he is right now. Having that kind of humility towards life and showing goodness to others. So that's it for today. I hope you liked this episode. Please let me know what you think and write in the comment below and answer this question. What is your favorite Keanu Reeves movie? Also, don't forget, if you like to contact me or suggest a story, feel free to do so. I'm open to suggestion. My information will be on the description below. Once again, thank you very much for your time. I really appreciate it. Until next time, bye for now.